Aries, hey there cuties, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for any placement of Aries. Any cross watchers are welcome. Anyone who felt called to the title of the video is welcome. But I am going to speak to you like you are an Aries sun sign. This is a love reading, and we are going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy, anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on that sweet little Aries brain of yours. All right, babies, let's get at your love life. Anything you need to know about me, Aries, you can find in the About section of my channel or on my website, which is linked in the About section of my channel. Here we go. The energy you bring to the connection you have in mind is the Three of Swords. The person you have in mind has the Five of Wands, and then we do have the Seven of Wands in the outcome, so it looks like a little bit of a breakup here. It looks like a little bit of a fight for sure, and it does look like you might be feeling the pain of it at this time. Obviously, all pain is temporary. It does need to be felt. As far as any downloads I've received is about, and experience, my own personal experience, is really just about allowing that pain to come through to the surface. As soon as we allow it to fully come through, oftentimes we're so busy we just have to like try to pack it down and go do like suck it up buttercup, let's get this day done, we got to get this and that, and we don't have time to have a broken heart, right? That is how we end up in sort of like what people will call having anger issues or whatever it is, where we're kind of hot-tempered or easily taunted, I guess is what I'm getting. Weird message. So basically the feeling, the sadness, that owie ache, owie sit there and cry all day kind of a feeling, is how we eliminate that from ever coming, you know, when we have suppressed emotions. Again, it's always, we're kind of unpredictable and we are able to be taunted much easier. Traditionally speaking, if we've healed from all of our broken hearts, we won't be taunted at all ever. Nobody can ever really mess with our own sanctuary. I don't know what that even means, but the broken heart, I'm not trying to make light of it. It does hurt very badly. It really feels like there might be something. I'm almost getting that, you know, this relationship, whatever this is, it does look like it's over with the Death card in your overarching energy of the connection. A lot of fiery energy, a lot of kind of argumentative. I feel like they've been kind of treating you poorly, is what I'm getting with you having the Three of Swords and them having the Five of Wands. I just feel like they're a little defensive, and it's likely because they haven't healed from a broken heart in their past. And I think both of you haven't. I think that's what I'm trying to get at here, is that usually a connection like this will come in just because we have suppressed pain that we didn't realize we had anymore. This is really a lot of information coming through for you guys already, but so that suppressed pain, when we do have that, and we almost have no way of accessing it when we're living our busy lives, so the Creator will throw in a sort of a strong feeling but tumultuous relationship in order to kind of unearthed is what I'm getting, which is not the right word. I don't know. It's like it's shakes it loose from within us, that pain that needs to be released, and brings it to the surface so that we can actually access it, feel it, and let it go once and for all. Wow, that's a lot of stuff coming through on that Three of Swords, but it does feel like, again, this is a painful situation, but I feel like whatever you're actually needing to bring to the surface to heal from your past is even more painful than this, but I feel like you forgot it was even there, is what I'm getting right now. We do have the Death card, the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like there's this bit of needing to have faith in yourself, your higher self, your own intuition. Again, it's a kind of a scary scenario because it's oftentimes like, well, what payouts do I have? You know, where are my rewards? What am I going to get for that? You know, we like to have in our human, you know, our ego mind likes to have a reward, a result waiting for us. So we like to know the result before we get to it. When we're following our spirit or our intuition, it's like there is going to be a result, I promise you that, but it won't show you the result until you get to it, if that makes sense. Often the results are much better, brighter, bigger, definitely more fulfilling than anything that the egotistical mind will offer you, or anything that, you know, just that, yeah, is brought to us by the human 3D form. Again, we'll get human 3D results from following our intuition, but it is a lot more scary. Again, I feel like the results will always be better than if we go for things that we can see the results of before we get to them, which is, egotistical results. Following our ego, again, that need to know the outcome. When we follow the spirit, we don't need to know the outcome. It's we don't get to know the outcome until we get to it. And there is a need for faith. There is a need for trusting yourself and knowing that your callings are correct. Your inner voice is correct. You have to have a faith in yourself, and that's what I'm getting right now, is that you are. It is just at this time still a little painful as you walk away from whoever this is. But it does look like, again, the world is your oyster, is what I'm getting off of the Two of. I usually just get taking action, but I feel like what it's saying is that this feels painful, this feels scary, this is, the big test in life. Are you going to trust yourself over other people or over what you've been taught and told? This is the big test. And when you do trust yourself and your inner knowings over anyone else's, including mine, the rewards are endless. It's like there's not just a reward. There's endless opportunity, endless, like we saw there, the Queen of Pentacles to me really is about a bottomless bucket of resources when you follow your own spirit and your own callings to things that, again, may not align with everybody else's belief systems. Whatever it is that you're being called to, you don't need to purposely try to not align with other people's belief systems. It's just about what your inner voice is telling you, this is for us. And but again, oftentimes practicality will tell you, no, we can't do that we can't attain that. And I feel like this is all being unraveled, this broken heart. This has very little to do with love so far, Aries. I'm so sorry about that. I do feel like the pain of this relationship is causing you to realize there was something in there kind of blocking your inner voice. And that is when we have egotistical pain blocking our spirit from thriving. We don't even know what's there. Again, it's a block. They call them blockages. It is about having pain that is kind of hovering over our spirit or our inner voice or inner knowing. It's like it literally dulls your intuition when you have pain that you haven't healed from the past that you're suppressing. We're like I'm getting like autopilot is what I'm getting, okay? Autopilot is what I feel like you've been on, but I feel like this particular situation is here to bring you out of autopilot. Again, it starts out painful because we're feeling pains that we have never actually sat and taken the time to feel. But once those are felt, they're literally gone for good instead of suppressed back down into our interior. So what comes after that is a life you couldn't have even dreamt of, whatever it is. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Capricorn. That's all I really saw, I think. And a Pisces. Okay. So let's get more on yours. Again, you're in a space of just needing to heal this this wound. It's not a fun job. It's really does consist of just actually feeling it. In our daily lives, we don't give ourselves the space or time to heal from things that truly have taken a toll on our spirit. Okay. A lot of power on top of your three. I feel like we have like all of our blessings coming. This is the way it works. So it's not like surprising to me. You have been patient. It looks like you have been diligent about following your spirit, about listening to your own inner voice, your own callings, knowing what you know is correct for you. That's the other important part in life, is that what's correct for you is correct for you, not for everyone else. But that's why when we go try to get external confirmation that what we know is right for us, we're not going to get it because it's not right for everyone else. But you have all the answers for your particular path. And that's why it's so imperative that you listen to your inner voice when it comes to where to go and how to navigate your path. Okay? The Six of Cups means to me that obstacles are being removed because you're doing the work that it takes to heal from the broken heart that you have. And again, I don't think the broken heart from this relationship is actually the one that we're really even... It's like this broken heart was specifically just to loosen up something that was already inside of you, something that you were suppressing, is what I'm getting right now. The King of Wands means that this is how we get to, I believe, part of our healing is crying, right? Just letting it out, actually feeling the pain of it. But there's another part of it where we actually trust ourselves. We start to rely on ourselves truly and deeply, and trust our own inner voice, following our inspirations, understanding that the divine is actually planting those inspirations inside of you, and they've also built you in specifics to be able to attain all of those dreams, those goals, whatever it is you feel. Maybe, again, when we're kind of buried in that, I don't know, egotistical layer, whatever it is just about kind of, we have to have this guard up because we have all these wounds inside that if we were to expose them, we would just be, we would be like a target. I'm just watching everybody kind of jab at this wounded, bleeding heart. And so what it is about is healing that heart so that there's no longer this need to protect ourselves, our spirit, our dreams, whatever it is, and really allow who we truly are to thrive and flourish. But again, when we do have these wounds inside that we're trying to protect, and it's like we're guarded, we can't even we can't let the real us out, and we don't let anybody in for, at that time. Whew. Again, you following your spirit and listening to your own inner voice, your own inner callings, they might seem wild and unattainable, but you're doing that, you're following that anyways, even though, again, you may have been told that what your dreams are made of are too big for you. They're not. They're specifically the right size for you, actually. And again, the Six of Cups for me often means a true deep connection, but it really means to me right now, what it's telling me is that because you've done, or you're doing the work to heal that broken heart correctly, you're letting the transformation occur. Again, we can suppress and we can stop, and we don't have to transform in this lifetime. We don't need to evolve. But somebody like yourself, what it's telling me here is that you're taking that time to go through it, go through all of that, really feel the pain of it, and actually do the evolving in this lifetime. All of the obstacles are removed in this lifetime for you, and all your blessings are within reach, if that makes sense. Because you're following your calls. So I don't know if I said, obviously crying, feeling it, writing it out, rapping it out, yoga. There are so many methods of trying to bring emotional pain to the surface to be healed. Oftentimes, all of those things will result in you crying, which is the release of that emotional pain. Another way of doing that is following the things you're inspired to do and called to do. The Creator will give you many different ways to heal those pains by way of making you feel called to draw a picture, if you feel called to write a poem, if you feel called to lay in bed and cry. The Creator is offering all these inspirations, all these different ways for you to heal this pain. Again, if we're too busy to do that, we often will just go on autopilot, and because that's the only way to really bear the pain that is inside of us, is to pretend it's not there. Whew. But it looks like you are in the midst of following your inspirations and callings to do the healing that needs to be done so that you can have all the blessings that are meant for you in this lifetime. Wow. It's really pretty. It's really powerful. And I'm so proud of you, because honestly, like I said, 90% of us will avoid ever feeling that pain and ever healing it and getting truly through it. This person that you have in mind, I don't know. I don't know if this is the person that broke your heart. I really don't think so. I think that there is a connection that you're walking away from. It could be this person. They are in the middle of releasing things. They do have the Five of Wands, the Magician, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot card. This is about releasing things, and this is about manifesting. This is about kind of coming out victorious against all odds. Now, there is a possibility, it's hard for me, I'll come on this, but I wasn't even going to get any energy on your person because I felt like you were in a situation. I still feel like you're leaving a situation, but I will say with the Death card in your overarching energy, it's a major arcana in the overarching energy of a love connection, which means that it is a very deep spiritual connection. Oftentimes, that may just be a karmic situation where, again, we were only brought that connection in order to heal ourselves. So like somebody that would actually stir up pain within us that we haven't felt in a long time in order to heal from it, because that's the only way to heal from it, is by feeling it and allowing it and really acknowledging it, right? But sometimes that same person is going to, we separate, we part ways, and we come back kind of in a rebirth is what I'm getting right now, of the connection. So this could be somebody who you have stepped away from, who has broken your heart, and who is coming back in after the healing has been done on both parts. The Six of Cups in that case does signify to me a true connection. Just a true connection, you truly connecting with all the things that are meant for you because you have eliminated all the things that are not, is what I'm getting right now. The Magician, you could be dealing with a Virgo, a Gemini, a Cancer, a Leo, very strong Leo in your energy, or a Scorpio. Any sign, obviously. These are the ones that are coming across the strongest. The person that you have in mind, I feel like they're still healing from something. Whoever this is healing from something. They're a little defensive yet. And it comes out in the outcome of your connection as well here. And I almost wonder if there is this need to defend your connection. What I will say is that you should never need to defend your connection to anyone, okay? Like, people shouldn't be in people's business like that. You are capable of deciding who is right for you and who is wrong for you. If the healing still needs to be done, then it will probably be a toxic, tumultuous situation. If you've both gone your separate ways and done the healing, then it truly does mean that a connection that seemed toxic originally can come back and be a healthy connection as long as the two people have done the healing that was needed. Toxic connections just means that there are unhealed people in the connection. All right. Well, let's get more. I feel like your person is gaining all they need. I do believe that you have separated from this person in order to do the healing needed. And you may or may not come back into the connection with this person. There is a broken heart in the outcome of the connection, so that would lead me to believe that maybe this isn't the connection for you, but that you're both doing some healing and that you even were set here to help each other heal by way of pain. I know that sounds morbid when I talk about it, people get upset with me, but the truth is, when we are forced into healing ourselves in this type of a situation, is because we're being called to things that need us to be healed from within, because anybody who has suppressed emotional pain is unpredictable. They're they can become volatile, they can become defensive, they can actually hurt people just trying not to get hurt any longer themselves. But oftentimes, the things, one of my favorite self-love coaches will say, the same walls you have up to protect you are the same walls that are blocking all of your blessings. And so that's what I feel like the healing is being done, because all of your blessings are just within reach. They're just on the other side. There's a rebirth of you, and it's going to be the you that is no longer afraid of, we can walk into situations now because we've healed from these broken hearts. We don't have anything that we're protecting or guarding from within us. So we can now walk in freely to situations and are aware that if we walk into a situation that is unhealthy or toxic, we now have the power to, we always did, but now we know we have the power to turn around and walk away and walk out of a situation. We are capable of caring for ourselves and stepping into our own power, okay? In the outcome here, it does have that broken heart, and the Temperance card could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We also have the Nine of Cups. I do feel like it's stating that you are deciding, you're both choosing to be single at this time. I think it's wonderful. I think regardless of who comes back for you, it could be this person, it might be somebody brand new. Either way, because you've been in this connection, and I almost feel like you're going to get the Power of Love card that says you understand the value of all things are valuable. Like, this connection was very valuable to get you to where you're going, right? So it was not for naught, and the broken heart does hurt, but feeling it is the way to get past it it's the way to get through it and past it instead of just, instead of avoiding it for a little while. It will come back to the surface if we don't feel it from the inside out. Patience with this Temperance card is also signifying that whatever it is you're in the midst of, you're in the midst of monumental transformation, huge healing, huge transformation, huge evolution. Well, I'm sorry, I'll read that in a minute because I just started getting more channeled messages. And I don't even think I really talked about this, but I do feel like this is about you learning to listen to your spirit over your ego, because you have healed from, the ego, again, is set there to protect us from, well, I don't really think it's necessarily there to protect us, but when we have unhealed pain within us that we haven't really had the time to feel and heal, I suppose it can keep people at bay in order to not continuously gash open that broken heart. When we've healed, we no longer need that egotistical layer, that sort of protection, that guard, because again, we trust ourselves to now navigate our way out of situations that are at the first sign of a red flag, the first sign of anything toxic or unhealthy. The Nine of Cups means I just feel like you have a lot of wish fulfillment coming on the other side of you listening to your spirit, really trusting yourself, trusting your inner voice over everyone else's, not looking for answers outside of you, because the truth of the matter is you are the only one that has and is being downloaded thoughts of information that is specifically set here to help you navigate your path. Nobody else is getting that information downloaded through them. You have all the answers right inside of you, okay? Patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. I mean, the whole thing is about transformation and is about you evolving into this human who, I'm just getting with the Temperance card and the outcome too. It's just about you're so healed. You're soothing people as you meet them. Like you've come to a space in your life where you're so healed that just being around people causes them to feel comfortable enough to do the healing they need to do, is what I'm getting right now. All right. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Mwah.